Okay, what we're going to try and do here is create a short little video, teach you some basic features of Excel, and also the advanced ones we're going to use on our first restaurant project. So you can open up Excel, you're going to get a big spreadsheet like this. You can type, numbers, formulas, words, anything into any cell that you want. Let's say my restaurant is Callahan's Crab Shack. Now, okay, clearly it's going into these other cells here. If you double click on the edge of any cell, it'll automatically fit it to there. Okay, so let's say I'm going to want to make a table to compare, all my entrees and a certain calorie or a certain nutritional value. So I'm just going to call my entrees, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. Okay, so when you guys will find them, you actually create the names. Now, this is going to be my nutrition value. So let's say this is calories. Okay, so if I want to make a nice clean table with this, what you can do is you can merge these two cells together, okay, because that kind of gives you a nice title to the table. So if you right click on them, go down to Format, go to Alignment, and if you click Merge Cells, those two will fit together and you can put it right in the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to make up some numbers here for calorie values for these entrees. Okay. If you want to put a border around everything, you highlight all these here, right click, Format Cells, go over to Border, and you can change the thickness here. So it's automatically going to be on this one down here. If I click Outline and Inside, I can get those like that. You can highlight them and put them all centered if you want as well. Okay, so there's a nice little table. Now, here's how you do some of the basic features with this. Okay, let's say I want to do a 5-number summary. So I'll call that 5-number summary. Now you have to do them in a certain order if you want your box and whisker plot to come out correct in Excel, and here's the order. You got to go Q1, min, median, max, and Q3. Now that's not usually the order we give those, but for some reason Excel has you do those like that. Now for quartile 1, so basically we're trying to find the median of the bottom half. You're going to type in equals percentile. So we're looking for a percentile. I just use this one down here. You can use those other ones as well. It's just a newer version of it. If you hit tab, this will come up. So it says you want an array. So you want the Q1 of this data here, and then it says comma K. So you got to hit a comma in. Now quartile 1 is 25%. So I'm going to put in 0.25, close the parentheses. Okay, and that should work. For minimum, it's just min. Same thing, hit tab, highlight the cells, and there's your minimum. Median, type median, it'll come up, hit tab, highlight your cells, and you'll have that. Same thing for max. And quartile 3, we're going to do a percentile again. We're going to highlight everything. Now quartile 3 should be 0.75. Okay, so there's all our numbers there. Now, you can merge these together. And we can make these all look nice and neat, like that. Okay, we want to do standard deviation. So we're going to hit equal sign. ST, there's all these formulas here. I just use this one here, STDEV. Standard deviation. Highlight the numbers you want to find the standard deviation for, and there you go. Okay. Now, let's start getting into some of the different graphs that we're going to do. Let's say we want to do a box and whisker plot. Okay. Now, you would have a second restaurant in here that you're going to put these numbers right next to. So let's pretend that we have that. Okay, so what I did real quick is just come up with Mearswood's restaurant here. Here's some entrees, here's some calorie values for it. Now I want to add his 5-number summary in because we actually want the box and whisker plots on the exact same graph. So what I can do, if I highlight these, right-click, insert, shift the cells down, I can merge these together. And I can have this one be for my restaurant. Now I can come over here and add in Mr. Mearswood's restaurant. So now I want to do the exact same thing again for our 5-number summary. So notice a lot of the numbers are different because obviously I'm using his calorie values, not mine again. If I want to add these into my table, just make a border for all of them there. Okay, now if I want to put these together into a 5-number summary, here's what I want to do. So we need to highlight all the data we want to include on the graph. You can put these labels in there if you want. Go up to Insert, Line, and pick this middle one, and it'll come out like this. Okay, this isn't what we want, so we want to come up here to Switch Row Column. Now we'll have this. Okay, now we're getting closer. So you want to right-click on each of these, Format Data Series, Line Color, No Line. Okay, and you want to do that for all of these. Right-click, Format Data Series, Line Color, No Line. Okay, once you've done that, you can see the marks here. Now what we want to do is come up to you want to make sure you click the graph and it's highlighted because you'll get this Chart Tools menu up here. Up here you can do a chart title, axes, all kinds of stuff, and you want to make sure you get these all labeled and everything. So in the layout thing, come up to lines, show high-low lines, up-down bars, show up-down bars. Okay, there's your box and whisker plots. So now you can come in, you can add a chart title, above chart, and then we can type in, whatever you want here. 5-number summary, my restaurant versus Mr. Mearswood's restaurant, etc. Okay, so there's how you do box and whisker plot. In the next video, we're going to show how to do a histogram.